Good morning, everyone. I hope you're well. I hope you're having a great Wednesday morning. I believe it's Wednesday. Hope you're having a great morning and hope you're having a great day. And a big warm welcome to Alundis as well. I hope I pronounced that right. I do like the sound of that name because it reminds me of the name Atlantis. Different story, but I do like the name. So welcome to the group. Hope you get a lot of value from everything I've provided in the group so far. Please do go and find the file in the file section and the guide section. You'll find the files of lists of 100 to start with, which is to help you work out where you are versus where you'd like to be. Because in this particular group and the sister groups that I've created, I'm trying to help 3,000 people get to a $3 million type home and a $10 million type liquid cash lifestyle. And not so much that particular thing, but like to aim for that because there's a particular type of way we have to become in order to have that. So it's more to build the resources to that level, yes, but also build your health and relationships and your social circle to be able to sustain it. So this is built in such a way so that to prevent what happens to lottery winners, where lottery winners might win $100 million, but they end up living in a caravan park not long after and completely broke because all these particular persons in their social circle would just grab and help themselves basically to what was there and leave them with nothing. It usually drains all their resources and they go back to where they started because they did not learn the things that they needed in order to sustain it. And there's particular things you do need to know, right? When it comes to building wealth and those types of things, because you need not just the ability to negotiate and actually plan your resources, but you need to know who's on your side of things. All right, and the reason I'm saying it a little bit differently today for everyone else in the group is the fact that it leads into the subject of today's particular live of choices versus anxiety, right? If you're choosing to aim for these types of things, then it actually helps relieve that anxiety. So Alandis, going back to the lists are health, wealth, and relationships. List out 100 of the things of where you are now versus where you'd like to be, and 100 life experiences as to what you'd like to experience in this particular lifetime. All right, in this particular life experience, what would you like to experience that doesn't necessarily fit on those lists? Okay, and you can completely customize them, but the idea is that a lot of the normals out there don't choose anything and they just blame everyone else around for their circumstances and those types of things, and it's a very powerless type position because they're not choosing their path, right? And that's okay, that's their life experience if they wish that, but like for those of us that would like better, those of us that are in this group that would like better for our lives, for ourselves, for our loved ones, it's a thing of, well, if you're going to aim for a $3 million type home and $10 million liquid cash lifestyle, then you'd want the health to support that so you can actually enjoy that position. And if you have the health and the wealth, why not great relationships so you can share that with someone? Because there are so many billionaires out there right now that are lonely as fucking depressed, right? That are so scared to share their life with because they're terrified they'll lose everything else. So they might have the wealth, but like Oprah, for example, she's a billionaire, right? If you haven't noticed that when the logo flashes before her show starts, even though I haven't had a TV for over 12, 13 years now, right? That logo that flashes up before her show starts, Harpo Enterprises, that's Oprah backwards. That's her company. She's a billionaire. She lives in her own mansion, right, with so much security and wait staff. She has her own chef. She has her own cleaning staff, but she can't get close to anyone and share that and actually have a relationship with because she's so scared and terrified that she's going to lose all the stuff she's built, right? Because she built all that because she was told that she couldn't do it by one of the previous employers that she had. Okay, and so she didn't really heal that wound. So, I mean, ideally, I would love to coach her into the health of getting her a decent relationship, because she needs to fix that relationship with herself to include someone else. Anyway, so going back to the name of today's live, and that is to do with choices and anxiety. So you can hear just from the example of Oprah that she has all this anxiousness about being able to share, because share her position wealth wise, because she's gotten to this particular point, but she doesn't know what to do with it. She didn't plan for after, right? She didn't even plan for the amount of success she had and has, right? And because she's also lonely at the same time, she's choosing to not allow hardly anyone in, and this is why her weight goes up and down. You know, I don't even need to watch TV to see this. Social media, like once a year, flash a video of what she looks like each year. I could make a flip book of her going back and forth in weight. Okay, and that's just the thing of, like, it has to do with the choices we make. So, if we're going to choose to go after $3 million type home and $10 million type liquid cash lifestyle, then we need to choose a lot of things along the way, right? Which is why the list of 100 is so important, okay? Because it lets you know that you're choosing for better. You can, once we get enough people going through the list of 100 and filling them out, right? You can start putting them in priorities, and also putting them in a kind of timeline as to, I can achieve that one soon, I can achieve that one later, I can achieve that one soon, I can achieve that one later. And you start filling out your time, okay? We need to understand time better, because time also helps us understand our own anxieties. Okay, so for example, another way to look at time is that if we were to aim for 100 years of life, well, that's 1,200 months total will be your life. Okay, so what are you going to do with those 1,200 months? Right? If you get to 110 years of age, that's around 1,000,000 hours of life. Okay? So if you think about it that time, it doesn't sound as long as everyone's been told it is. Right? We make it sound a lot longer than it is, but like, we can choose how we experience time from the choices we make. Right? And the more we choose for ourselves, the less anxiety we feel. Okay? The less anxiety will build up. And again, this is the reason why I say list of 100. I don't just say list of 10. I say list of 100. Because you'll see that, you know what? I'm going to choose this stuff. I'm going to do this for myself and the ones that I love and the ones that I care about. So I can not just do it for myself, but to show those ones that I care about around me that they can have great shit too. You know, that they can have great experiences. Right? And if I can do all this sort of things, then I'm going to attract more people that also love to do extra things in their life. Right? And all of a sudden you get so caught up in doing all the things that you'd like to do for your life experience that anxiety is like just a little wave rather than a slap in the face. So, anyway, so this is just an intro to how choices can help like take the edge out of anxiety. Okay? Because the other end of the scale is, oh my god, the TV said this, I'm so scared and I can't do anything because the TV said I can't do this. Well, that's a powerless experience. Whereas if you turn the TV off and say, okay, this is the plan of action and stuff, how can I do this? And I'm choosing to investigate different ways of doing this. You know, if I'm going to go in the powerless position, then like, oh no, the government said I can't do this. So actually, no, how can I do that regardless of that? Okay? Because people with good hearts and good intentions and good philosophies We don't need rules of other people to do the right thing by our others and ourselves. Okay? We don't we don't need the in the car instruction manual, right? It used to tell you how to repair your car. Now it tells you, warning, don't drink the battery acid. If you've got some brain cells and you've got a good heart and you've got a good conscience, you already know not to drink the fucking battery acid. Okay? We don't need that. Okay? We could take that warning out of the book altogether and let the ones that are stupid enough to drink it just take them out of the species. The whole species will become stronger. That's their choice. Okay? We don't need that warning label. It sounds a bit extreme, but like, you get my point, okay? I don't really wish harm on others and stuff, but like, really. Anxiety is when we're not choosing as much as we possibly could in that moment. Yes, bad things happen to good people, but you can choose to stay with that idea, or you can say, okay, what did that person teach me about me? How can I become a better person so that when I encounter people like that again, I know exactly more about what to say and what to do to how to stop them from coming into my life. Okay? Because a lot of the times we'll people please. Alright? Someone may pretend to be a really good mood and a really good person and all that sort of stuff for a certain amount of time, and we kind of have this gut sense to say something's not quite right there, right? And we go along with it, and then we find out later that the person is really toxic, they're really nasty, and you're trying to work out, well, why me? And that sort of stuff. But if we stay stuck with the idea of why me, we can go, okay, how can I make myself stronger? How can I make myself more aware of red flags? Okay? So the more we can step aside from saying poor me, step aside from complaining, step aside from this person said that, and oh my god, therefore I can't do something I wanted to do, you go, how can I? And then start changing it into a choice. And when you start changing it into a choice, you realize there's always more than one right answer. There's always more than one wrong answer. So, anyway, that's enough for this one for this group for today. I am going to add some more into the other groups. I want to do actual direct lives in all three groups today. And so I will transplant the ones I do for the pilots and the engineers shortly. Okay, have fun, and I will see you all tomorrow. Bye-bye. Oh, and before I go, if you watch this live, please do hashtag live. If you watch the replay, please do hashtag replay. And if you got some value out of this, please do hashtag value. And I will see you all tomorrow. Oh, actually, I'll see you all tonight. If you can, please attend the group coaching session, which is completely free to everyone that's in the group. And I will put the Zoom link in this video later on once I finish this. Okay, catch you. Bye.